Now why you say a lot of niggas gonna get locked up next year?
Because it's time. It's time.
Time for.
They let this gang shit run for 10 years.
Oh, okay. That what you mean, like the Rico shit and all that.
Nigga, they let them build this gang shit up for 10 years.
Shit,
bro.
Longer than that, fool.
No, I'm saying build it up. Like, before it was going on, but it became commercial.
Yeah, okay. It became televised and very, very in your face.
In your face 10 years ago, bro.
Yeah, I give you that. Yep.
Gang.
Really, and not to cut you off, but that shit started down here like when AD died, bro. When AD died,
right.
That shit popped. It was on ever since then.
It was on, but I'm saying it wasn't in your. It
wasn't in your face though. Not like it is now. Like in the music, in the TV, and it's just.
It's everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They did it for 10 years straight, bro. They got enough niggas to be on it that they can knock off a whole crowd of niggas like they did the crack era. It's no different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's time. It's election season. They be building this shit up, man.
Right.
So it's election season, man. These folk want shit. Some niggas want to seem harder on crime than others, my nigga. That's why they breed niggas to do crime, so they can always have a genre of people to pick from to say, hey, we just went and locked up 30 people on a drug indictment.
Right.
We just locked up 50 people on a gun indictment.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They just knocked Trap Boy Freddy off. Trap Boy Freddy and his partners. They
Show did. They got Casanova 2 times. It's a bunch of them.
They got Casanova. Them folk got eyes on Jim Jones.
TSU Surf.
Nigga, these folks they finna come through. They let these niggas build up. They let them build up, bro. And now it's the 10-year mark, nigga. The presidential election is coming up again, and it's time to exalt some shit. So that's when they gonna come back and say, hey, those PPP loans, we're coming for you.
Right.
You're a gangbanger? You're a gang member? The federal authorities are tired of what you're doing to the states. So now we're going to indict you on what we can indict you on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we going to do you dirtier than they are. Anyway.
All right, like, let's, before we go forward, what benefits politics, what benefits do politics get when they lock up a gang of niggas, like you said, you know what I'm saying, when they indict niggas or just, you know what I'm saying, make a run, you know what I'm saying? Like what benefits does it have in politics and why is it so important to them?
So it's so important to them, and the good things that it is to them is it's always a bargaining chip. You see what I'm saying? When they wait till a child get killed or something.
Right.
You see what I'm gonna give you a prime example. If me and you started a nonprofit, right?
Right.
And we said that we wanted to start this nonprofit, and it's strictly for inmates. We're trying to get them schooling or get them books or something, right? Some male inmates, right?
Right.
Don't you know nobody would donate to us? Nobody would donate to that nonprofit, bro.
Why is that?
Because they feel like that if you went to jail, you deserved it. And you don't deserve shit in jail. You don't even deserve food. They feel like you deserve to sleep on the floor.
Right.
That's how normal people feel, not people that done did this shit. I'm saying people that don't go to jail, they feel like you should sleep on the floor. They feel like they paying too much for you to eat. They feel like they paying for you too much to sleep. All that. They feel like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they are, because, they just abolished slavery. So now Tennessee can't do workhouses and shit no more. But that's also a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's also a bad thing.
Yeah, because now they in there, they can't really.
There's a penitentiary. It's a prison system.
Right.
It's a prison type system, meaning no one goes nowhere and does nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You should at least be able to work or like teach or learn something in prison.
Right. Now for us, that gives us a way to win, though. because we understand the prison and we understand the people that's in it.
Is it? Have you ever known a city to operate, or have you ever known a situation like that you can give a clear example on that's happened in real time?
You would never know.
You'll never know.
No, you cause see how this is all done in the office, bro.
Okay.
They don't really brag about letting criminals go.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But they do need to ease up some of the overcrowdedness of the jail. So they would accept it. They will accept it strictly on the pretense of the fact that they can get some of these cases unloaded.
Right. So like, it's okay. That's a big move. But I know for a fact the city has little bitty organizations like that's supposed to do shit similar to what you're saying.
Right.
Like help people with child support.
Right.
Like help low level of the offenders.
Low level
yeah, like
yeah.
it's supposed to be in the city, this city, our city. It's supposed to be little organizations and little, let's say foundations or I don't know if they're like a small I don't know if they're a non-profit, but it's some type of government ran or city funded programs that's supposed to help with this. Why you think they not thoroughly doing this?
Because the justice system is
and they getting paid. And they getting paid, but they not thoroughly doing shit in the community.
The justice system is an unchecked system. That's why. It's an unchecked system. No one cares. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The warden of a prison audits his own prison and then send the audit to the state. No one from the state comes and audits to see if he been paid, if he got a certain amount of employees he said. No one comes to see if the prison is running like he said it's running. No one cares.
No one cares about inspecting the prison. None of that.
They don't care because to them this is the way they look at
Is
it.
it because prisons are private?
No. It's because it's us. It's the American public. Once a motherfucker, think about it. Once you get handcuffs put on you, the first thing a motherfucking white person say is he had to do it because the police wouldn't have put cuffs on him if he didn't do it.
Right.
No investigation, no nothing. They automatically assume.
Yeah, they automatically send you to jail. They boost your charges and you know what I'm saying, give you all type of charges. Then you gotta get booked for these charges, and then when you go to court, they gonna drop the motherfuckers, or you gotta prove that you. It's extra as fuck. But go ahead.
Right. So when it comes to like, okay, say this is something that I would do. This just gets attention. Like I said, they don't care about men. They care about women. That's why they have a lower number of women prisons than they have men prisons. That's why women have to do 10 times more than a man to go to prison.
Right.
So they care about women because they feel like women's supposed to be at home with their kids. Regardless if they got in some shit, regardless if they did something, women's supposed to be at home nurturing their kids. That's how they feel.
Right.
So
that women power, that's powerful.
And if you get the women as a part, then the niggas coming.
Yeah. To me, if you ask me, I think honestly, being like you said, they care about women. Yeah. So if women cared about how men get it treated, far as systematically or perception wise or just real time, I think some of this shit will die down. I think a lot of shit go on because women don't care.
They don't, and that's the truth.
Let's stay on the NAACP and all that shit. That was just a side note. I just think, and you kind of help make the point. Women have a lot of power in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
called a pussy.
Right. So like, hell yeah, that's just how it worked. That's how the creator made it. So now tell me your thoughts as far as, you know, since we on this, like, because, you know, since we talking about prisons and, you know, all this shit, now, you know, private prisons sue the states for not having enough inmates. Now, how and why is that in effect? I just want to, you know, give me your opinion on that, and elaborate, and how that go down, as far as, you know what I'm saying, and what could be done about it.
Okay.
Cause I don't think people comprehend that, just that one fact right there. You know what I'm saying? Your state that you live in, whether it's mine, yours, his, hers, whatever state you in, they have a law in place where the state has is in cahoots with the private prisons, and they basically have them on payroll.
Right. So
to tell the states, hey, the state of Wyoming, the state of Tennessee, the state of New York, the state of Florida, the state of whatever state, that state tells the private prisons, hey, look, you need to fill up our prisons or else, basically. Now, am I right or am I wrong?
So, well, the state don't tell them to fill up shit.
The private prisons tell the state. My fault. I had it backwards.
Okay, so this is the way it go. What I tell you yesterday about contract shit. I told you about contract shit when we was talking about Jay-Z now.
Right.
Like how I can't feel no sympathy for people when they
sign something. Yeah.
So the state signs a piece of paper that says that they will keep a private prison
occupied 100% or 90.
Not 100%.
90 to 100.
So when they start dropping down below that, now they got institute laws that pick that rate back up. So back in the day, if you missed a court date, it didn't matter if it was a felony court date or a misdemeanor. You only got 10 days in the county.
You only got 10 days and you out.
Now, because the occupancy rate was dropping, they instituted that now failure to appear is a low-level felony that's punishable up to 11 months and 29 days. Right. So it went all the way from 10 days till we can give you a year.
We can give you a year for this shit.
In between.
Right.
It wasn't no 90-day June.
It wasn't none of that. It was just 10 days. Just 10 days.
It jumped from 10 to a year. Right?
And you might get out before then, that 10 days.
Yeah, you might get out before 10. You might just send out a couple of days to go to court. You might don't do that again. Now that it's a low-level felony, they can give you up to a year just for failure to appear to court.
Right.
But they did that for CCA because there was more people at that time missing court than was actually committing crimes.
Right.
So in order to put them in, to keep that bed rate up, now that's when they pick and choose, because they know when they looking down at that paper, when they finish you, nigga, they got the printout that day of what the occupancy rate is of the prison, of the jail, that the private jail on.
Right.
And it tells them how many bodies they need in the bed before the night over with.
Right.
So that's how they make decisions on how long they gonna put your dumb ass in jail. Or if you gonna be the nigga that they gonna sell out for the next nigga.
Or you gonna be the example.
Yeah, that's how they make that choice. Like, okay, well, I know I can put him in the bed now for up to a year. So when that fill us up a bed for a year, we gonna keep a certain amount of beds rotating because we gotta keep beds for people coming in for petty shit and leaving.
Right.
So we got to keep a couple rotating beds.
Yeah, people coming in for child support and they pay their little purge and go and get out. You know,
Yeah, so
people goddamn drunk driving. They got to stay for 48 hours and they get out type shit. Yeah.
yeah. So me personally, I feel like if I joined a social cause, they would probably kill me because I would attack the prison system.
Right.
That'd be the first thing I would attack. When I get my money right, the first thing I would attack is the justice system as a whole.
Man, boy, because it's fucked up.
I will beat that shit into the ground, bro.
It's all fucked up.
Motherfuckers will never know the type of shit that I will expose in that justice system, bro. Like on some real shit, my nigga. The way this shit, nigga, due process is not due process in America.
Hell no.
That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just found out that in Chattanooga, in Tennessee, it's a law that we must mediate child support before we ever go to a courtroom. We circumvent the whole mediation process.
And go straight to court. And go straight to court.
Because our baby mama signed up for state assistance. And that state assistance come with them saying that you are a fucking deadbeat.
Right.
Which comes with them saying that we take control of putting this deadbeat ass nigga on child support.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Goes back to the point of saying, when a daddy can't take care of the baby, he goes to jail. When the mama can't take care of the baby,
She goes to the state.
A check.
Yeah.
They give her food stamps. They give her a check. They give her everything. The daddy can't. He got to go to jail.
He got to go to jail.
He has no recourse for not being able to take care of his child.
Right.
He has no recourse. He can't tell you he can't do it because you're gonna tell him that he's a lazy fuck. Well, you're a lazy fuck.
So if you a deadbeat on child support, what's the difference between a deadbeat on child support and a deadbeat off of child support? Give me what's the difference in those both? Those niggas.
Okay. A deadbeat on child support just don't pay child support.
Right.
So to the state, to the county, to everybody, you's a fucking deadbeat. We're gonna lock your stupid ass up. You don't do shit, right?
Right.
Outside of the courthouse, you go pick up the kids. If she call you and ask you for some money, you send it. The lights was about to get cut off, so you had to handle that. You had to put some brakes on her car because she needed to be able to get kids back and forth, and you knew you had to go to work, and you couldn't kill your work to do that, so you had to spend the $70 to put the brakes on her car so she can go to the club Saturday, but also take your kids to goddamn school during the week.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you make those sacrifices. You just don't pay them. So that makes you a deadbeat in the system, but you still, the baby mama ain't really complaining.
Right.
Because she's like, oh, well, you know, he don't pay them, but if I call that nigga right now, he gonna send me some money. Right. If I tell him that I need this, he gonna make it happen. It might not be today, it might be a couple days, but he gonna make it happen. So
and them the baby mamas with good spirit. We all know it don't work out.
Yeah, it don't work out like that. Like I got good baby mamas. You know? I can't complain about baby mamas, bro. Like honestly, I never in my life complained about my baby mamas. Right. I done went to jail for child support and all that old type of fuck shit, bro. Them folks don't come to court. When I file paperwork and shit, they don't come to court. They don't come to court. They don't answer them folks. They don't do shit. They don't care. Right. And they say it. Now, when I go to jail and I be like, hey, go get me out, they be like, I don't go to court to put you there and I don't go to court to get you out. Okay, cool shit. That's my baby mamas. That's their attitudes. I can't fuck with that. I mean, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that. It's hard for me not to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got a situation with one of my baby mamas right now that if she called me and asked me for money, my kid's grown as fuck that I got by her. But if she called me and asked me for something right now, I'm going to give it to her because of her situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? And my kids never went without when her situation was at home. So if she needs something from me, I'm not petty enough to be like, bro, but shit, my kid's grown. Because my kids also still live in her house. Right. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, but a deadbeat period is just a deadbeat period. The nigga that played like he was dead on the couch and then he disappeared for 7 years. That's just a deadbeat period. Okay. So that's the difference in the two. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, we done heard about this prison reform shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now I think it's mighty. I think it's just odd that the same people hollering prison reform are advocating certain actions and lyrics towards going to prison.
Okay,
So, but my question to you is, okay, does prison reform? Can anybody do prison reform? Do you have to be a certain type of individual to effectively execute prison reform?
No. Regular, you can do anything that's social. You can do. It don't matter if you done had charges before. It don't matter. None of that shit matters, man. What matters is the connection that you make in order to make this shit happen. That's what matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got to start back getting involved in our social organizations that we done let die out. You see, it was the disconnect.
Right.
Our mamas and daddies disconnected from our grandmamas and granddaddies who had that shit jumping.
Right.
They disconnected. All the motherfuckers who owned the shit on 9th Street, they kids smoke dope. That's why they ain't got nothing going on down there.
Right. And it was a point in time when we was owning shit. We dressed nice.
All them folk kids start smoking dope.
Right.
All them folk kids start smoking crack. You see what I'm saying? Them folks who owned all these fucking funeral homes that they had all over the city, the fucking these buildings and all this shit, all the shit on 9th Street, them folks smoke crack. They kids start smoking dope.
Right.
So how do you can't give them the keys to some shit when they've been wrecking their car, nigga, for years. So how do you get them keys to it? So it really just falls into the hands of the city because you say, well, shit, I'm going to give it to somebody else. And they say, well, I don't really want it. So they don't pay the taxes, but they don't ever let nobody know that they ain't paying the taxes.
Right.
So the city end up getting it because niggas are niggas. And we crab in the barrel. And instead of us just saying, hey...
Crabs don't supposed to be in a barrel.
Right.
Crabs don't supposed to be in a barrel in the first place. But,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
but I get the analogy, though.
Yeah, we go to a sense of being like, hey, I ain't telling nobody
right.
that I owe these people this money.
Right.
The taxes due for 5 years.
Right.
A white dude got the house for free.
For free? So all he did was basically pay the taxes.
Pretty much he paid like
$1,000.
$1,200 in taxes, bro. He paid like $1,200 in taxes. No, my cousin still told nobody. His brother and them, they told nobody. But he didn't tell them till it was too late. Remember I told you, they left it alone. They said, we don't care. That's your shit. Do what you do.
Right.
So he told them after the dude already done bought the taxes. So now it's almost to the point that he has to pay the dude back or lose the house. Now he telling his folks, hey, I fucked up.
Yeah, help me pay this man a little $1,200 back so we can keep this house.
$1,200 because, it got interest on it.
Right.
You get interest on it. So, but regardless of what the situation was, people don't just have money to throw around.
Right.
Let's keep it real. So when you came at the last minute, motherfuckers couldn't put the money together to pay the dude. So he took the house. He got it. You still living in it.
But it's his house.
He just ain't put your ass out of it yet.
Right.
But he done owned the house for over a year. He just don't give a fuck about it because he know he got to tear it down. He know he got to tear it down. So you still living in it. He don't really care right now till he get ready to tear it down.
Right.
But in all actuality, he should have never had possession of that house. That house should still be in our family right now.
Right now.
For people to use if they need it or whatever the fuck. That house supposed to be in the family.
Right.
You should never lose an asset out of a family, bro.
Not like that. Not like that.
We fuck up the most at. You know what I'm saying? Because we lose our familiar assets. We lose them.
Right.
You see what And when we do that,
and we got to get back to getting assets, man. Like that was a generation, maybe like 2 generations before you, your parents, your people. So, like, what about this generation? This generation don't really have shit to pass down, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like we that generation now, or we finna be,
We start having kids at a young age, though, right?
Right.
So, a lot of our kids' grandparents are still alive, and those grandparents, like my kids' grandparents, they got houses.
Right.
So if their grandparents died, it's like their grandmama got a house that sit right smack dab in the middle of Highland Park. I even told I told my baby mama's mama, when I get some dough this coming up year, I said, I'm putting that in your house. She said, for real? I said, yeah, because that's my kid. That's going to be my kid's house eventually. Or you going to sell it and make your chunk out of it.
Right.
But them folks, they offered her $100,000 for a house right now. $120,000 for her house right now.
And then you said if it's in Highland Park, it's probably big as fuck.
It is. It's big as fuck. Basement, all that shit. She got all that, right? So
yeah, all them houses in Highland Park, they big as fuck.
They sitting there trying to offer her $100,000 because they want her to sell low. But if you gonna sell it, like she said, if I'm gonna sell it, they gonna have to give me what they giving the rest of these motherfuckers, them $100,000.
Right. And they don't want to give her that. And they don't want to give her that.
Which makes all the sense in the world because of the simple fact, if they give you $700 right now, you can retire at your age with $700 grand.
And then go get her another house or two.
Yeah, she can either get her another house or two, or she can just live off of the interest on her money.
Right.
She could buy her a condo. She could buy her a little condo.
Put $20,000 in the bank and live off that interest off the $20,000.
Man, she could buy a condo for $100,000 and put the other $500 in the bank and live off the interest.
Ooh, yep.
She can live off the interest of that money, just the $500. She can spend $200 of the $7 and get her a real nice townhouse, real nice, in a real nice community for $200, and still have a $500,000 and live off that $500,000 for the rest of her life.
Right.
And she'd have never nothing else.
Like folks don't know, man. Like 10 stacks. Like you can take 10 stacks, man, and live off that for the year. Off interest.
A lot of people don't know that you're supposed to make money turn.
Right.
Period.
The money's supposed to work. The money's supposed to work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to work itself.
We had no clear understanding, bro. No one ever taught us. We're millennium kids.
Right.
We're millennium kids, right? So we're the kids that were born, and we lived in 2 different eras.
And they can be like, "Hey, look, I'm a gang member. I'm a felon, but I'm trying to change my life. I want to be a part of the NAACP."
And I'm not trying. I changed.
Okay.
See, the thing is wordplay too, bro.
Right.
Trying mean you still in the game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm a gangbanger. I'm doing this. I used to do this, but I'm trying to get out of it. So trying means you still got dope in the closet.
Right.
But if I'm not of it, I'm done with that. That was a part of my life. That's my testimony.
Right.
I lived it. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak on this, you can understand that where I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from just saying something. I'm speaking from experience. You see what I'm saying? So when you're talking to kids or some younger men about it, because you need them to join, it's like, bro, you don't know what we going through, bro. What you mean? I'll show you my prisons. I'll show you my prisons when I went in and came out. What you mean I don't know what you're going through? Nigga, I did it. I sold the dope. I gang banged, shot at niggas, did what I needed to do to feel like that was what a nigga needed to do, and that was never what a nigga needed to do.
No.
It was never what a nigga needed to do, bro. We wanted to conquest and fuck all these bitches and shit and all that shit gave us was kids and headaches. Because we didn't love the motherfuckers we was sticking our dick in at the time, my nigga. We was just fucking.
Right.
So you gotta watch that shit. Put your condom on, bro. The motherfucker break, pull your dick out. Ain't nothing. Feels so good to have a headache for 18 years, my nigga, of a bitch that you never really fucked with like that.
Right.
Because
and a lot of men, around the world going through that same situation where, or women too, they get caught up in the moment and get stuck or get put in a situation with somebody you really didn't, choose like that.
Fucking with like that. You never really had a chance to fucking with like that, and now you stuck in a situation with this person.
Right, and that'll cause resentment. That'll cause a lot of shit.
So why aren't we preaching what the fuck we did fucked up because nobody told us better to the motherfuckers under us? We don't preach that. You only niggas that's talking to the young niggas is these ignorant niggas that's coming out of jail. That's the only niggas that feel like they lowly enough to talk to young niggas. Because they don't have nobody else to talk to. They can't come talk to us.
But I think niggas get advice from older niggas. I think we always schooling or giving young niggas game, like.
But only the young niggas close to us.
Okay.
Because the rest of them niggas is retarded, what we say.
Right.
We never reach out for the rest. So I can tell my nephews and his little partners of a clique about 6-7 young niggas. I can tell them what to do and try to move them around, but still in the midst of that, my nephew or one of his partners can get shot at a gas station because nobody told the other group of young niggas that they could do something different.
Right.
Because the one who was telling them told them that they need to rob niggas. That's how they gonna get on. Rob niggas. Or go get the blues, nigga. Or go get this, or go do that, nigga. You got niggas down there telling nigga, let's get rich, nigga. Them niggas starving. Look at them, nigga, they starving.
Right.
We get rich, nigga. Look at this shit. Nigga, that shit ain't rich, nigga. That shit is poor. That's poverty, my nigga. I don't give a fuck if you got 100,000 sitting in the closet, nigga, all dope money, nigga. That shit is poverty, nigga.
Right.
Because don't come in there and kick your dough right now and take the whole sack. And you back to zero.
And it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle getting out.
You got to bond out. You got to pay your lawyer.
You're going to have to sit for a while because, if you running in like that, you're going to sit for a while. So
yeah, because they already been investigating, so you might not get out because you ain't got a bond. Because the people who came and got you had ladders on their jacket instead of police.
Right, and you done served the informant. They told on you. It's so much shit can go wrong.
They done investigated you for the last 5 years, tapped your phone for the last
like the Rico case with Young Thug and them. They let bullshit happen for 10 plus years, man. Like, that ought to be a topic for another day. Like
the same shit with the boy.
All this crime produced knowing that you got the person in hand, you know who it is, you've been watching them, you've been investigating them, but you continue to prolong for you to build this quote-unquote big case. Like, nah.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna give you some cold shit, bro. This is between me and you. You ain't got me recorded right now, do you?